Hey, Quiz Heroes here, and welcome to this week's quiz. This week's quiz is the Ultimate Quiz Challenge. We have 4 different categories for you, and we have 40 challenging questions. The categories in this week's quiz are music, food and drink, the human body, and general trivia. Let's start with round number 1, the music round. And here comes question number 1. Which Queen's song has the lyrics, "Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?" Is it Under Pressure, Radio Gaga, or Bohemian Rhapsody? And the answer is Bohemian Rhapsody. Question number 2. In which year was Bruno Mars born? Was it 1985, 1980, or 1986? And the answer was 1985. Question number 3. ABBA are a world-famous pop group from Sweden. Which member of the group is from Norway? Agneta Fältskog, Benny Andersson, or Annifrid Lyngstad? And the answer was Annifrid Lyngstad. Question number 4. What is the name of Miley Cyrus's father? Billy Ray Cyrus, Bobby Cyrus, or Kenny B. Cyrus? And the answer was Billy Ray Cyrus. Question number 5. Where did Stormzy work before becoming a successful musician? Was it a steelworks, an oil refinery, or a bakery? And the answer was an oil refinery. Question number 6. At the age of 6, which West End musical did Anne-Marie appear in? Was it School of Rock, Les Miserables, or Cats? And the answer was Les Miserables. Question number 7. Which country are the all-girl band Blackpink from? Are they from Japan, China, or South Korea? And the answer is South Korea. Question number 8. What item did Ed Sheeran buy when his album Plus reached number 1 in the charts? Was it a Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon set? Was it a big bag of Maltesers? Or a PS4 and loads of games? The answer was a Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon set. Question number 9. In which year was Sam Smith's debut studio album In the Lonely Hour released? Was it 2014, 2016, or 2015? And the answer was 2014. And the final question of the music round, how many times have Coldplay headlined at Glastonbury? Was it 3? Was it 5? Or is it 4? And the answer is 4. And that brings us to the end of the music round. Let's move on to round 2, food and drink. And here comes the first question of this round. What is the main ingredient for the German Blutwurst? Is it pork? Is it blood? Or is it beef? And the answer is blood. Question number 12. Which country is home to the Napa Valley wine growing region? Is it France, Italy, or the USA? And the answer is the USA. Question number 13. Old Speckled Hen is what type of beverage? Is it bitter, lager, or stout? And the answer is bitter. Question number 14. What are oysters wrapped in bacon known as? Angels on horseback, pigs in blankets, or pearls in jackets? And the answer is angels on horseback. Question number 15. Frikadella is a national dish of which Scandinavian country? Is it Germany, Denmark, or Austria? And the answer is Denmark. Question number 16. Ciabatta is an Italian bread made with olive oil. What is the literal meaning of the name ciabatta? Is it boot, shoe, or slipper? And the answer is slipper. Question number 17. Enchiladas originated in which country? Was it Puerto Rico, Mexico, or Colombia? And the answer was Mexico. Question number 18. Bubble and Squeak is better known as meat, cabbage, and which vegetable? Is it carrots, broccoli, or potatoes? And the answer is potatoes. Question number 19. Blinis are stuffed pancakes best associated with which country? Is it Russia, Hungary, or Poland? And the answer is Russia. And the final question of the food and drink round, question 20. What is the main seasoning of goulash, one of the national dishes of Hungary? Is it cumin, tarragon, or paprika? And the answer is paprika. Let's move on to round number 3. And round number 3 is the human body. Let's move on to the first question of this round. The inferior vena cava vein carries deoxygenated blood into which upper chamber of the heart? Is it the right atrium, the right ventricle, or the left atrium? And the answer is the right atrium. Question 22. The human eye can distinguish how many different colours? 100,000, 1,000,000, or 10 million? And the answer is 10 million. Question 23. In which part of the body would you find papillae? Is it the ears, the tongue, or the hands? And the answer is the tongue. Question number 24. What is the smallest bone in the human spinal column called? Is it the lumbar, the coccyx, or the thoracic? And the answer is the coccyx. Let's move on to question 25. In which part of the hand are the metacarpal bones? Is it the fingers, the palm, or the wrist? And the answer is the palm. Question number 26. What is the technical name for the shoulder blade? Is it the lunate, the scaphoid, or the scapula? And the answer is the scapula. Question number 27. What is the name of the walnut-sized gland found only in men, which often becomes a source of cancer? Is it the thymus, the prostate, or the adrenal? And the answer is the prostate. Question number 28. What is the name of the thin circular structure in the eye responsible for controlling the diameter and size of the pupil? Is it the iris, the pupil, or the cornea? The answer is the iris. Question number 29. If the inner surface of the lungs could be laid out flat, the surface area would match that of what? Half a badminton court, half a tennis court, or half a football pitch? And the answer is half a tennis court. And the final question of this round, question 30. What is the largest vein in the human body? Is it the main pulmonary artery, the superior vena cava, or the inferior vena cava? And the answer is the inferior vena cava. Okay, let's move on to the final round, round number 4, general trivia. Here's the first question. Which UK football team has the nickname of the Trotters? Is it Bolton Wanderers, Charlton Athletic, or Tottenham Hotspurs? And the answer is Bolton Wanderers. Question number 32. Which American president became known as Tricky Dicky? Was it Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, or Donald Trump? And the answer was Richard Nixon. Question number 33. What is the name of the ornamental moulding running around the walls of a room near the ceiling? Is it coving, architrave, or is it fascia? And the answer is coving. Question number 34. The Chinese year 2023 is represented by which animal? Is it a horse, a rabbit, or a tiger? And the answer is a rabbit. Question number 35. In mythology, who is the principal Greek god? Is it Apollo, Artemis, or is it Zeus? And the answer is Zeus. Question number 36. Blondie was the name of the dog belonging to which dictator? Was it Hitler, Stalin, or was it Lenin? And the answer was Hitler. Here comes question 37. Which animal lives in a formicary? Is it an ant, a beetle, or a worm? And the answer is an ant. Question number 38. DS Steve Arnott is one of the principal characters of which long-running UK police drama? Is it Luther, Line of Duty, or The Responder? And the answer is Line of Duty. Question number 39. Which ex-Beatle was born Richard Starkey in July 1940? Was it Ringo Starr, John Lennon, or Paul McCartney? And the answer was Ringo Starr. And the final question of this week's quiz, question 40. Columbia University, Cornell Tech, and Rockefeller University are all found in which US city? Chicago, Manhattan, or New York? And the answer was New York. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this week's quiz. How did you do? Please leave your scores in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell to be notified of all the latest quizzes. And by the way, if you enjoy this quiz, I know you'll enjoy these. See you next time.